Asus Zenbook 14 is one of the best student laptops you can get right now. Let's review. This is the exact same Asus Zenbook 14 we reviewed a while ago with Intel Core Ultra 9 285H processor. But this model right here has AMD Ryzen 7 350 CPU, which has 8 cores and 16 threads. This is not a weak CPU, but it is not that powerful either. All I can say is this laptop is a bit more affordable because it has AMD CPU and it has better screen compared to that one which had a better CPU. I don't know why, but Asus decided to do that. But first I should note that at almost the same price, you can get the Ultra 7 model with 255H CPU. That CPU is great too, but I prefer AMD for myself because my preferations are a bit towards AMD CPUs, at least for now. So what about this laptop and what are the differences? It is mainly depends on the performance and benchmarks we can get out of this laptop. It's the exact same chassis, the exact same keyboard, trackpad, webcam, and everything. Even the ports are the same. The only difference is because we have AMD CPU here, instead of Thunderbolt, we got USB 4 ports, which is good. And the other difference, as I said earlier, is the display. It has a 2.8K or should I say 3K screen at 60 Hz, which is great and I just loved using it. But unfortunately, it is capped at 60 Hz, which is a bummer. As for the benchmarks, we tested Cinebench R23 in this laptop and we got 12,700 scores in multi-core, which is good. In Cinebench 2024, we got about 112 scores and 771 scores for the multi-core, which is good too. It is almost the same score as Core Ultra 7 255H. In Geekbench 6, we got more than 12,000 scores, which is okay. And in Time Spy, we got more than 2,600 scores, which is good. But if we change the shared RAM amount to 4 GB in the AMD Adrenalin application to 4 GB, we can get up to 3,000 scores, which is great. I mean, 3,000 is almost the same as 2050 laptops. And we also tested Blender in this laptop and we got 190 score. And when we upgraded to 4 GB of shared VRAM, we got almost 200 scores, which is okay, but it is not the best. As for Adobe Premiere, I should say that you should not use that amount of VRAM, like 4 GB or more, when you are using Adobe Premiere or such applications, because these applications gonna use hell amount of RAM. And in this kind of laptop, the more RAM they have access to, they will perform a lot better. As for Adobe After Effects, we got 10 minutes and 53 seconds, which is a good score too. As for the SSD speeds, we got almost 7 GB for the read and 6.1 GB for the write, which is great. And also in the games, we tested Rainbow Six Siege X in 6 different scenarios and we got up to 70 FPS in average. But when we upgraded the shared VRAM memory to 4 GB, we got up to 90 FPS in average, which is great. It means we can get up to 15 to 20 FPS more when we are using 4 GB of shared memory in Rainbow Six Siege. It's the same story for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We tested this game in 2 different scenarios and we get up to 24 FPS. It is not that playable, but it is something. And all I can say, with the 16 GB version at 7500 megatransfer per second speed, this is the best we can get. If this laptop had 32 GB of RAM, we could be happier with the results. But it is okay too, and I don't have any problem with it. And I should say, this laptop performed really well compared to its size and chassis and the specs it got. And I was happy with it. I mean, at almost $1,000, this laptop can perform really well and I am happy with it. As for the battery life, we got a 75 Wh battery in this laptop and it performed really well. I mean, it's a student's laptop, or I should say business laptop. You can get through a whole day of working or going to the university, high school, or whatever you want to use this laptop in. And I can say this laptop can perform really well, and because of the Type-C charging you have on this laptop, you can also charge this laptop with your phone charger or charge your phone with the laptop charger, which is a plus. All I can say, I loved using this laptop and I like it. If you want to buy this laptop, you can get this one or you can get the Intel one too. I'm a bit toward the AMD model, but Intel one is great too. So what do you choose, Intel or AMD? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.